to Genesis 2. In Genesis 2 and 18, God tells Adam, you need a wife. Adam doesn't go to God. God comes to Adam, says you need a wife. It's not good that you be alone. You know something God showed me in the text that really bothered me and jacked me up until God gave me the revelation of it? When you get to Genesis, why is it that God says in Genesis 18, Adam, you need a wife? But in Genesis 19, the very next verse, God does not bring Adam a wife, he brings him animals. I'm going to pose the question to this side over here. In Genesis 18, God himself tells Adam, you need a wife. It's not good that you be alone. See, in my limited thinking, it would only make sense that God, if you're telling me in verse number 18 I need a man, it looked like by verse number 19 you're going to bring me somebody that's cut up and look like Morris Chestnut. But instead, that ain't what you brought me. You brought me a lion. You done brought me a dog. You done brought me a bear. You brought me a cat. You brought me a giraffe. You done brought me all this stuff, and it ain't what you told me that I needed. That bothered me. Why tell me what I need, but then don't bring it to me? But you know what the very next verse says? The Bible says that God, after he told Adam he needed a wife, the Bible says that God brought Adam the animals to see what he would name them. I'm going to say it, but somebody need to write that down. God brought Adam the animals to see what he would name them. In other words, Adam, are you mature enough to see a giraffe and know that ain't Eve? Are you mature enough to understand that's a dog, that ain't your wife? Are you mature enough to look at the bear and say that ain't my husband either? See, you ain't got no man because you can't identify a man from an animal. Play with me up in here. You keep attracting dogs because you keep calling a dog your husband. You keep attracting wild, stray hyenas. That's your fault. Because when he show up in your life, you ought to be mature enough in God to say,